Hey guys, Matt here. So I want to talk about something for this video. And I want to start here. This is my portfolio update at the end of 2020, where you can see me 32.7% in the green. This is my portfolio update at the end of 2021. And this was after a full year of things going south. I was still 30% in the green, and I was still making a lot of money. Heck, if we go up here, Gevo, I was only down 22.6%. Only 22.6%. Oh my goodness, man. And now we got today, at the end of yesterday, I'm down 10%. And if you take a look at my videos from last year, it was even worse than this. Much worse. I am down 64% on Gevo. Like, it is a nightmare. And you might be asking me, and I know I've asked this question, why not just sell out of all these positions, take my wins, take my losses, put it into a high interest savings account, and ride this out until things get better? So the first reason is I don't have anything invested that I can't afford to lose. Let's give a dramatic painting of the future. Let's say all this goes to zero. Will I be devastated? Absolutely. Yes, I will be completely wrecked. That would be terrible. But, believe it or not, this won't wreck me. I can afford to lose all this and then very, very, very slowly rebuild it. I have an emergency fund. I have two other investment accounts, a Roth IRA and a 401k. I have tons of spending cash. Like, I can afford to ignore all this. If we take a look at, I don't know if you remember Twitter from a year ago when FTX collapsed and Luna collapsed. Like, there were people in the Twitter feed talking about, losing their life savings and all that stuff. Heck, go to Wall Street Best on a typical day, and you regularly see people talking about losing everything they had. And honestly, that's not me. So I have the privilege of being able to continue to invest, take the losses as I get them, take the gains, and pretty much ignore this for the long term. And speaking of long term, that brings me into the second reason, is that I am in this for the long haul. I got started investing in the middle of 2019, and I bought a few stocks, primarily tech related, since tech is my background. That's what I know the best. And I enjoyed about 2 months of gains before the trade war hit, if you remember that. And tech stocks took a nosedive. Now, it wasn't absolutely nothing compared to the nosedive it's taking now, but it took a bit of a nosedive for the time. And I suffered. And then in January of 2020, the first preliminary trade deal was signed, and I enjoyed about 2 days apiece before the you-know-what hit, and things haven't been right since. And I'm saying all this to say that, you could look at this to say, I got involved in investing at an unlucky time. But I look at this from a different way. You hear about people talking about how they wish they would have invested back in 2008 when the recession hit, and they would be, even with the downturn today, they would still be rich. That's the same as right now. I look at this situation as a very, very, annoyingly prolonged buying opportunity. And a buying opportunity that may continue into 2024 and maybe beyond that. But, since I'm holding this for the long term, all the money that I'm pouring into these companies, as long as these companies don't go under, and in my opinion, I think all these companies are going to survive, I am poised to make a lot of money over the next few years after we get out of all this crap that we're in right now. The inflation will go down one way or another, and we will, all the money that I put into this will pay off. Either that or the economy completely collapses, and at that point, I got bigger problems. Yeah, I can certainly make money by pouring all my funds into a high interest savings account. Ally Bank is pushing 3.75% now, which is pretty good. However, I think I can make more money over the long term just by keeping my money where it is. But anyways, take care, have a great day, and eat your vegetables.